Hello friends, welcome to my channel Maths Pursuit. Today under the topic statistics, let us see what exactly we have in the question. Now moving on to the question, it is given that the table below gives the percentage distribution of female teachers in the primary schools of rural areas of various states and union territories of India. Find the mean percentage of female teachers by all the three methods discussed in this question. Now let us see how we can solve this question. Moving on to solution. So guys, as per the question, we are going to find out the mean percentage of female teachers in the primary school of the rural areas. And the given data is like percentage of female teachers I have taken in the first column, and the number of teachers as per the state I have taken in the second column. Now you could see that as per the question, this is a grouped data. So let's see. We are going to use the three methods as per the question, and we are going to find out the mean. Let us first consider the direct method. Direct method. We very well know that direct method is a very simple and straightforward method. So let us see what is the formula that we have for direct method. For direct method, it is mean is equal to summation of Fixi upon summation of Fi. So that means we need to find out the summation of Fixi, and then we need to find out also the summation of Fi. So guys, if you look here, the summation of Fi, if we add this Fi, like the total is the summation of Fi. Summation of Fi. Let's see. 6 plus 11, 17. 17 plus 7 is 24. 24 plus 4 is 28. 28 4 is 32. 32 plus 2 is 34. 35. So summation of Fi is 35. This is what we could easily find out. Now our next activity is like we need to find out Xi. So Xi is nothing but the class mark. If you look here, the class mark is we very well know that class mark is upper class limit plus lower class limit divided by 2. So here upper class limit is 25 plus lower class limit is 15 divided by 2. That means 25 plus 15 divided by 2. So 25 plus 15, it comes to 40. 40 divided by 2 is 20. So here I got 20 is my first class mark. Then the second one will come 30, because 35 plus 20 is 60. 60 by 2 is 30. Then we have 40. Then we have this next class mark is 45 plus 55 is 100. 100 by 2 is 50. And here 55 plus 65. So 55 plus 5 is 60. So 120. Then our class mark is 60. Then 65 plus 75, which is nothing but 140 by 2 is 70. And this here 75 plus 85, which comes to 160. That means we are getting 80. So you could see that we got the class mark as 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80. Now here we need to find out Fixi. Now guys, if you see here, Fi is 6 and Xi is 20. So Fixi will become, I'm just putting these things in this column, because this column is Fixi column. So 120. And we will utilize this column while doing the calculation for the other methods, finding out the mean for other using the other methods. So now you could see that we got 6 into 20 is 120. 11 into 30. 11 into 30 is nothing but 330. And 7 into 40 280. 4 into 50 200. 4 into 60 240. Then 2 into 70 is 140. And then we have 80. So let me just check. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So we have included all the data here. Now we are going to find out the summation of Fixi. That means we are going to add all these things, and we need to see how much we are getting. So if we add, we will get summation of Fixi is equal to, we will get 1390. So that's all guys. You could see that Fixi we got 1390, and therefore we can write mean is equal to 1390 upon 35, because we got summation of fi xi is 1390 and summation of fi is 35. So 1390 upon 35, and upon solving this we are getting the answer is 39.71. Therefore I can write mean is equal to 39.71. This is what we calculated using the direct method. Okay, so this is what we found out the mean using the direct method. Hope guys you are able to understood this, you are able to understand this direct method. Now we will see how to find out the mean using the other two methods. Now our second method is, we very well know that, assumed mean method. So let us find out the mean using the assumed mean method. Now the formula for assumed mean method is, first of all let me note down assumed mean method. Mean method I can write. So assumed mean is something where we are going to assume a mean and we are going to find out. Now the formula for assumed mean is, I can write x bar is equal to a plus mean of the deviation. Okay, now here a is assumed mean and d is deviation, and the formula for finding out deviation is nothing but mean deviation is equal to, we can write summation of fi di upon summation of fi. Okay, so and what is d? D is nothing but, di is nothing but class mark minus assumed mean. So that means x class mark is xi minus a. So this is pretty clear. Our mean is assumed mean plus deviation, mean deviation, and mean deviation is nothing but summation of fi di upon fi, and di is equal to class mark minus assumed mean. So let us first of all find out this one, di, that is equal to class mark minus assumed mean. So let's see. So here let us assume, let us consider the assumed mean 50 as our assumed mean. Why? Because I just took like 50 is in the center, there are altogether 7 rows and 50 is in the center, so I am considering 50. You can consider 40 or 30, whatever the way you want you can consider. And here xi minus a, so xi is 20, so 20 minus 50 is nothing but minus 30. 30 minus 50 is minus 20. 40 minus 50 is minus 10. 50 minus 50 is 0. 60 minus 50 I will get 10. 70 minus 50 I will get 20, and 80 minus 50 I will get 30. This is what I am able to find out the value of di. Now if you could see, mean of deviation is summation of fi di. That means we need to multiply fi with di. So that means I am going to multiply 6 with minus 30, and that is I am going to write 180 here, minus 180. 6 into 30 is minus 180, and then 11 into 20 is nothing but 220, minus 220, because these are minus 20. 7 into minus 10 is minus 70. 4 into 0 is 0. 4 into 10 is 40. 2 into 20 is 40, and 1 into 30 is 30. Okay, so guys, you could see that I am able to find out the figures for fi di. Now I am going to add these figures. Like I am going to find out the summation of fi di. That means just I am going to add all these figures. So summation of fi di is equal to what we are getting. Let's see. Here we are getting 40 plus 40 is 80. 80 plus 30 is 110, and it is positive. And here we are getting 180 plus 20 is 200. 400 we are getting 470. So 470 minus 110 is nothing but minus 360. So we got summation of Fi di as minus 360. And the next thing is like we need to take this summation of Fi. Summation of Fi is 35. Therefore, mean deviation is equal to minus 360 by 35. This is what, like, because we got summation of Fi di as 360 and summation of Fi is 35. So I am just considering summation of Fi di upon 35. So if we take 360 upon 35, we are getting minus 360 upon 35. So let us first of all keep this one instead of solving this one. I will prefer, like, let us keep this one as like this without doing any calculation, so that later on we can solve and we can find out what exactly we are getting. Now here just I am going to replace this mean deviation here. So x bar is equal to assumed mean. We considered assumed mean is 50 plus, and this is minus 360 by 35. So here it will become minus 360 by 35. Now once we solve this equation, we will get mean will be, like, if you see, we will get x bar is equal to 5 is 25, 5 to the 15, 16, 17. So 1750 minus 360 by 35. That is equal to, we are going to get 1750 minus 360 upon 35. So 1750 minus 360 is nothing but 1390 by 35. So 1390 divided by 35, we are getting 39.71. So guys, you could see that we are able to find out the mean is 39.71 here. That means the mean that we calculated using the standard direct method is same as this also. As I told you earlier that whatever the method we follow, we will be getting the same answer. Now finally we are going to use the step deviation method and we will see what is that we are getting. So we will just first of all we will write the formula for the step deviation method, so that we can understand what we are going to do or how we are going to find out. Step deviation method. So let us see what exactly we have in the formula for step deviation method. Step deviation method, and this is our last method. So let us see what exactly we have here. And coming to step deviation method, the formula we can write here as like mean is equal to a plus ui mean ui into h. Now ui here is what we would be calculating, like ui is equal to x minus a into x minus a by h, and h here is the class length or class height, we can tell. So for example here, like in our case here h is 10 because the 20 it is the upper limit minus the lower limit. So here in our case it is 25 minus 15, it is 10, or 35 minus 25, it is 10. So let's see how to find out mean of ui. And h is equal to 10 as I told you. Now mean ui is equal to x class mark minus a by h, and we very well know that class mark minus a is nothing but its deviation. So I can write is equal to di by h. Okay, now let us try to find out ui. So you could see that I have ui is equal to di by h, and here h is equal to 10. Now di here is minus 30 divided by 10, it comes to minus 3. Here minus 20 divided by 10, it comes to minus 2. Here it comes to minus 1. Here 0. Here 10 by 10 is 1. Here 20 by 10 is 2.
here 30 by 10 is 3. So guys, we are able to find out the value of ui here. Now let us find out here, as you could see that we are able to find out ui. Now what is mean ui? Because here in our question, in our in the formula here we have mean ui. So mean ui is nothing but it is summation of fi ui upon summation of fi. So that means we need to find out fi ui. So look at here at our last column. I have already left a column blank for this one, fi ui. Now let us multiply f and ui to get fi ui. So here f, for example, our first here is 6 into minus 3 is nothing but minus 18. 11 minus 2 minus 22. 7 minus 1 minus 7. 4 zeros are 0. 4 ones are 4. 2 twos are 4. And 3 ones are 3. So you could see that we are able to find out fi ui, and very easily we determined fi ui. And let us add this and see what we are getting. So I can write summation of fi ui is equal to how much we are getting. Minus 18 minus 22 is minus 40. Minus 40 minus 7 is minus 47. Minus 47 plus 4 is minus 43. Minus 43 plus 4 is minus 39. Minus 39 plus 3 is minus 36. So guys, we are able to find out the value of fi ui as minus 36. Now let us put these informations in this formula and find out our mean. Now I can write mean is equal to a. A is our assumed mean, and here our assumed mean is 50. So I can write 50 plus mean ui. Mean ui we are able to, okay, let us first calculate mean ui. Here mean ui is equal to summation of fi ui by summation of fi. So let me put the value here. It is minus 36 upon 35. Okay, so we are able to find out the value of mean ui as minus 36 upon 35. So what I am going to do here is I am just replacing the value as minus 36 by 35 into class height. Class height is 10. So we are able to put the data in this formula. Now let us solve this further and see what we are getting. That is equal to 50. Now plus, and if we solve this minus 36 by 35 into 10, we will be getting minus 10.29. That means like we will be getting minus 10.285 something. So just if you round it up, you will get minus 10.29. Or I can write mean is equal to 50 minus 10.29, or mean is equal to 39.71. So guys, you could see that we are able to find out the value of mean, and we got the value of mean as 39.71 using step deviation method. And this mean is also equal to whatever the mean that we got in the other two methods, like direct method and assumed mean method. So as I told you earlier that in whatever the method we calculate the mean, we will get the same answer. Hope guys you understood this process. This process is a little bit longer, but if we go with the formulas, then it will be easy for us to understand. The first thing is that for each process, like let's say direct method or assumed mean method or step deviation method, we need to first of all write the formula. If we write the formula, then we could understand, okay, these are the things that we need to find out. Then we can move ahead and we can do our calculations. Hope guys you understood this, and if you really have if you have any questions or concerns, please write to me in the comment section of this video. Definitely I will get back to you once I see your comments. Guys, if you really like my videos, please subscribe.
If you really like my videos, I would request you to kindly subscribe and also let your friends know. This will motivate me to create similar videos in the future. Thank you. Bye.